Hey guys, this is Pedro from Enchantya keyboard player, and this is my home session.
Hello everybody, welcome to another Enchantya Home Sessions. This week and the next week it's all about our keyboard player, Mr. Pedro Antunes. Are you ready for him? Pedro is a really sweet person. He is amazing when it comes to putting his feeling, all his heart into our songs. He makes the difference. And Pedro made an excellent home sessions for you all because he explains it with detail how he does this magic on Enchantya. Okay, let's watch him.
So guys, I'm here with my keyboard so that I can show you how I work and exemplify a few things for you. The way it works in Enchantya is most of us get our ideas at home, and when we get a good idea or something that we think is worthy of showing to the band, we record it at home by ourselves and then we send it to everybody else. So when everybody approves the idea, what we do is we study the idea at home. We do our own parts for that idea, and then that's when we meet in rehearsal for building the song. So, as I told you, when we meet in the rehearsal room, there are already ideas that we did at home. So, in my case, I build a song with the band in the studio, in rehearsal. And when everything is ready, we record our new parts at home again, and we send it back to everybody else. And this goes on until we have built a demo of the song, when the song is decided and the structure is finished, until it goes to the studio for the final recordings. This is what happened with On Light and Wrath. Most of the songs were done this way, but there can also be songs that are completely written in the studio through jamming and improvisation. So in my case, when I have the demo at home and the song is decided, that's when my big work and hard work starts, because it's when I get to orchestrate the song, give it the symphonic elements, add new layers, and make it bigger in a way, because usually all we have when we work in the studio are from me are like piano parts and strings, keyboard stuff. So what I do is I look at the keyboard stuff that I have done or other members have written, because some members do write some parts for me to play when they get their ideas. So usually when they imagine a keyboard line, they send it to me, and If I like it, I will do it. I will not change much. If I don't like it, I think that never happened. But if I don't like it, I just I work my way around it and just do it differently. But usually, what happens is I get the ideas and I write the ideas with them, then and I try to make it better and as good as possible for a final recording. So I orchestrate everything at home. I add lots of instruments and a lot of stuff really that then goes to the final product. And sometimes things get cut, and sometimes things get changed, and sometimes things just work. So that's my process. So now I'm gonna try to show you how I do this. Try to give you some examples. Downfall to Power is probably one of my favorite songs from last album. Probably my favorite, I think. So I thought I'd use it as an example of how I work with the demos that we do. So, if you know the song, you know that the first part goes something like this. Whatever. So, from now on. So, as you can see, if you play piano or keyboards, you know that there's right hand and then the left hand. So what I do is, when I do the things in keyboard, then I will separate all of this to an orchestra, as if I was composing for lots of instruments. So I know that right hand, which is mostly the main themes, like whatever, I will make it for the higher section of the orchestra. Violins, flutes, keyboards, pianos, harps, things like that. And the left hand is what I do for the lower section of the orchestra. So, like horns, cellos, bass. So this is how I split the things I do here when I work on orchestrations that, like the ones you can hear on the album. So we know that the left hand, while the right hand is playing, the left hand is going like something like this. So I try to make it more interesting. I know that I will split this for horns and cellos and the lower instruments. So what I try to do is I try to make it more interesting, like to give movement to the other instruments that we'll play. This is how we make it symphonic. Of course, live we have the backtracks of the orchestra for voices that I cannot play because I only have these two hands. So I have to do it just like I showed to you, like and so on. So but we do have the extra voices that I write. We do have them in backing tracks along with the metronome for the drummer, so nothing gets lost in the live show.
Thank you for watching another Enchantya Home Sessions. Next week we'll have part 2 with Pedro Antunes. Meanwhile, please stay safe Use all the precautions not to get infected, and listen to a lot of music. Listen to Enchantya. Here are our links. We are at Band Bond. Have you listened about Band Bond? Go and check Band Bond. Meanwhile, like our Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and we love you!